Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to take a look on import sets, what is import sets and how we can create an import set. So before we start with the technical implementation, first let's understand what is import set. So if you want to bring external data or bring some data from external sources into your ServiceNow system or into your ServiceNow platform, then import set is the way you can easily import that data. So in our scenario, we are going to import the data from the Excel into the ServiceNow instance. So firstly, if I show you, I have created this Excel sheet. So you can see that user ID, first name, last name, and email. So we are going to create these four records in the service user table in the ServiceNow with the help of import sets. So if I show you any of the user records, let's say I'll do sys underscore user dot list, and let's say I'll open the record for able tutor. So you can see that user ID, first name, last name, and email. So these are some basic details which is required for the purpose to create new user account. Now we are going to do this with the help of import sets. So let's start the technical implementation, how we can do it. So first I will navigate to all and here type import set. So here uh, import set has some steps, like first step is to load the data in the ServiceNow. Like we have that Excel sheet. First we need to load that Excel sheet into the ServiceNow tables or ServiceNow staging table. So if I click on load data, so it will open another page. You can see that. Now here import set table. So basically import set table is the staging table where this data will initially placed or will be temporarily placed from where ServiceNow from where this data can be mapped to the target table. So as of now we do not have any import set table, so we'll just create a table. Let's say import demo. So this is the table which we are going to create, import underscore demo. Now here you can see that source of the import. So you can have a multiple data sources like ADF as example, OAuth 0 example, etc. But we are going to do with the help of file option. So we'll choose a file. So I have already saved this file. So I'll simply go back to the file and click on choose file. Now I will just go to the place where I've saved the file and just upload the file from there. Okay, so let me just close this file. Now I will just open it. Now I have uploaded the file. You can see that import underscore set underscore demo dot xlx. Now I will submit it. So the moment I submit it, this table is going to create in the system that would hold this data. So if I'll show you table backend name dot list, so you can see that this import set data or the record is temporary hold. So this is placed in the staging table. Now I will go back to the page. So you can see that it is showing the progress, name, state, complete, completion, good, success. Now under the next step you can see that we have loaded the data. Now we need to create a transform map. Now what is transform map? So transform map is a way that helps you to map the data from a staging table to the target table. So you can consider a transform map like a tunnel, so that the data can be derived from staging table to the target table via this tunnel. So I'll just click on create transform map. So I have just clicked on create transform map. It will open another page. You can see that. So now we'll have to create a new transform map. So as of now we have not created any transform map. So I'll just provide a name like import set underscore demo. Okay, now as of now if you see, here are several options like source table. So source table, you can see that u underscore import underscore demo. So this is the staging table which we created while uploading that Excel sheet. Now active is true, run business rules. Yes, we'll just make it active and we'll discuss it about it later. Now, as of now, for this enforce mandatory fields. So if we have any mandatory fields, so that would work. So I'll just click on all fields, or let it be like this. Now here, the important thing, target table. Now, as I have the user data, so I'll just map it to the user table. So sys underscore user table. Now I will quickly find the user table and just select it and save it. Okay, so we have created this transform map. Now we need to map the field from staging table to target table. Like uh, in the Excel sheet, we have four fields: user ID, first name, last name, and email. So we need to map those fields with the target table fields. Like with like the sys user, in the sys user table, we do have the first name, last name, and email. So we'll have to map those fields. So there are two ways you can map it, either with the help of automap matching assist, or you can simply click on mapping assist. So if I click on automap matching fields, so based on this, or based on the naming convention of the field, it is going to automatically map those fields from source table to target table. Let's click on this automap matching fields. Now you can see that field map created. So if you see here, we had four fields in our Excel sheet, and now the same field are present on the user table as well. So if you see this field coming from the staging table, or the table which we created for the demo, and this is getting mapped with target field present on the user table. So user ID, last name, email, and the first name. Okay, so this is coalesce. So we'll discuss this in few minutes. So let's now I have loaded the data, I have created the transform map. Now the final step is to transform the data. Transform meaning that we are finally going to import the data from staging table to target table. So I'll just, if under the related links, you can see that. So you will get this option, or get this related link, transform map. I'll just click on it. So the moment I click on it, you can see that I have only this transform map. So selected map run in order. So I'll just click on transform. Okay, now you can see that name, transforming this record, state complete, completion good, success. Now next step, if I click on this ist import set record, I'll just open it. So under this, i I will see, you can see that there are total four records, and both four got created. Now under the import set row, if you can see that these user records got created. So if I, so as you can see that these four target record got created, like Ram Kumar, Shyam Singh, Sita Kumari, and Geeta Kumari. So these four record were present in my Excel. So if I go to the user table, so as of now, if you see the number, this is the import set row number, and state is processed, and the data source, you can see that that was our Excel file. Now I will just navigate to sys underscore user table to verify if these entries are there or not. So in this video, you might not able to see my Excel sheet, but you just need to create an Excel sheet with a 4 or 5 column for the testing purpose. You can just provide a column heading like a user ID, first name, last name, and email. And under that, you can provide some dummy data. With the help of that, you would able to perform this demo. Okay, so I'll just apply the filter created on today, created on today. I'll run it. Okay, so as of now, you can see that these four records got created. So in the Excel sheet, I provided only data like user ID, first name, last name, and email. So you can see that all those four details have created. Now we are going to update this record with the help of same transform map or with the help of import set. That how we can, let's say we have already imported the data in ServiceNow with the help of that Excel sheet. Now we have updated some value on that Excel sheet, like let's say email. We have changed the value email. Let me open my notepad and show you. So let's say we have changed the value from xyz.com, or we have changed the domain to Geeta Kumari @gmail.com. Instead of xyz.com, will take gmail.com. Now we are going to update the email ID for those four records. So the same way I need to update this email ID into my Excel sheet under the email column. So I will just go back to my uh, Excel sheet and simply update that data from xyz to gmail.com. And so the moment I update that data, I'll have to save that into my system as done in the previous demo. So I'll just save that file. Now I will come back to the instance. So as of now, I updated my Excel sheet. Under that email column, I updated the new email IDs. Now I'll have to follow the same process as we just completed. So again, I'll have to upload the updated Excel sheet by following the same process. So again, I'll navigate to the filter navigator and type import set. So under the import set, first step is to load data. Now if you think, again we are going to load the data. Now this time, if you see import set table, so we already created one staging table to hold the user records temporarily. So I'll just click on existing table, and I will select my table, which was import set demo table. So I'll just select it, and again source of the import. So I will upload the updated Excel file now. So note, in this Excel file, I have updated the email IDs under the email column, where I have changed the domain from xyz.com to gmail.com. So I'll simply upload that file. So the moment I upload the file, so you can see that this file got populated here, import underscore set underscore demo dot xlx. Now this file contains updated data, updated user data. So I'll just submit it. Okay, as of now I have submitted it. So for this, we already have a one transform map. So as of now, if you see next step, loaded data, create transform map, run transform, import log. So if this time we will run this transform, so based on the previous transform map, it is going to create four more entries or four more new entries on in the user table. So I will go back to the, so under the all, I will type transform map. Now under the system import set, you can see that create transform map. So as of now, let's say under the administration, I'll just navigate to transform map, and I'll find my transform map, which I created today for demo. So let's say apply the filter created on today, or if you remember the name, you can also apply the filter with the help of name. So this is my import set demo transform map. So I'll simply open it. Now we are going to update the record with the help of same transform map. Now, we are not going to create a new transform map. So you can do it, but this is the preferred way to update the records, update the same kind of records. So as of now, if you see here, this coalesce field, now this coalesce field comes into the picture. Coalesce shows the uh, coalesce shows the identification or uniqueness of the record. Like in case of incident, let's say incident number is the unique. So based on that number, we can identify multiple records. Now in case of user profile or user record, we can consider user id a unique we can consider a user id as a unique uh, field or unique data. So based on that user ID, so whenever if any transform map will run, if this coalesce is true along with this field, like for the user ID or for the last name, for the email, for first name, any field or any source field. So first it is going to check with that field if that data is present on that system or not. If that data is present, then it is going to update that records because it has already found the uniqueness, because that user id is already existing in the system. Now we are just updating it. But in case if it does not find any record with the same user id or provided data from the excel sheet, then it is going to create a new record. So as of now in our scenario, I'll just make it to true for user id because user id shows the uniqueness for every single user. I'll just save it. Okay, so in the during the previous demo we saw auto map matching field. So if you can also do with the help of mapping assist. Mapping assist allows you to map the field from staging table to target table manually. So you can just drag and drop like this. You can just add and remove. So as of now I will cancel it because my fields has already mapped. Okay, so this is the transform map. Now based on this coalesce, it is going to check the username first, if the username is existing in the system or not. If username exists on the user table, then it will update the record. So I'll just simply come back here. I'll just reload this form. Now here I'll click on run transform. So we only have one transform app created. So I'll just click on transform. Now this time if you notice, I'll just click on this import set record. Now this time if you notice, import set run, total 4. Now this time insert is 0 and updates are 4. Now under the import set row, you can see that state updated, 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 updated. So these all 4 records got updated. If I just refresh this list in the user table where these 4 records got created, and if I open every single record and show you that email id has updated or replaced with the another domain. So you can see that in case of Geeta Kumari, it's at the rate gmail.com. In case of Ram Kumar, it's at the rate gmail.com. In case of Sham Singh, at the rate gmail.com. Or in case of Sita Kumari, at the rate gmail.com. So that is how we can utilize the capability of import set and bring the data from external sources to the ServiceNow, or we can bring the data from external sources to the platform. So with the help of transform map, and just to again give a brief summary about import set, transform map plays a crucial role, or while creating an import set you follow the three step process, where first you load the data via the data sources or via the file, and that data placed in uh, staging table. That staging table holds that data temporarily, and then you create a transform map. You map the fields that can be either with the help of auto mapping assist, or you can also map it manually with the help of mapping assist, both present in the related record section. If I show you under this related links, you can see that auto map matching fields and mapping assist. And the last step is to click on transform, so it will run and transform your data. Now again, if I give you the summary about coalesce, so coalesce field shows the uniqueness of any record. In case of incident, if you consider an example for an incident record, incident does have the number, so number shows the uniqueness of that record. So same in the same way, user id, we consider user id a unique field for every single user, because that shows the uniqueness. User id is always different based on logic, but you can enable the coalesce for any field based on your requirements. So that is what about import set. So if you still have any doubt, please do let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching it. Thank you.